Welcome back, guys, to ABS Racing League, where today we are at Belgium for round 13 of the ABS Tier 1 Championship. So these are the fastest guys in the league. And I've got to change my audio settings because for some reason I can't even hear myself speak. But yeah, I think the first person out was I Choco, as he comes through Eau Rouge now, on board with the Alpha Tauri. We've got Mr. Jarv. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, let me invite you. It's alright, it's just coming now. Okay, cool. Alright. See you, man. So, here we go. Coming down through I think the middle sector of the lap, I need to get some data open so that people can actually see what's going on. Yeah, middle sector now, through Pouan. Really fast corner, quite easy to spin actually. On board with Mr. Y.I. Choco then. He is going to be the first person to start his lap, but I don't know, those two Ferraris. Oh, no, sorry, the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo behind, I think that's Vapor 8 F1. And either Corey Marshall or VRT Lilly look like they may want to overtake him. You can just see him in the distance behind. So we come through, oh, sorry, no, we're not there yet. Coming through Blanchimont now. And I'm going to quickly change my audio settings before we start the lap. Alright, so here we go then. On board with Y.I. Choco, taking a really wide exit out of the final corner, getting the maximum traction coming down the straight, coming down towards the first corner. Let's watch for his braking point. Brakes just after the 100-meter board. Good braking there, no lockup. Dave's on the power, coming down the hill towards the famous La Source. Sorry, coming out of La Source, down towards Eau Rouge and up the hill to meet the curb at Radion. Coming down the Kemmel straight now, DRS wide open, the wing open behind, gives you a little bit extra speed coming down the straight, but now into the twisty middle sector. You need a lot of downforce through here, and the grip is really important. Gets right over that curb there, something I haven't seen many drivers do. And will he lock up into this corner? Yes, it's quite a large lock up there. Got to watch that exit curve because you can spin on it quite easily. Gets the back a little bit twitchy, coming down through there into Pouan now, doesn't brake, keeps it flat, little bit of a lock, little bit of a slide, had to get out of the power, but coming under the Aramco sign. It's the final stages of the middle sector, the fastest, most difficult sector on the F1 game, the middle sector I think. But here we go, most important traction zones on the track in my opinion. Coming out of there, stays really tight, reducing the line he has to take towards the finish line. Coming through Blanchimont now, carries a lot of speed. These cars just take it so easily these days. Under the Rolex sign, braking for the final corner. Little lock up on the inside into the bus stop chicane. On the way out, carry the speed nicely up through the gears towards the line. It's starting off the times with a 1:41.0. Next man to cross the line is going to be Corey Marshall. Doesn't beat it, 4/10 off. Then it's Vapor 8 F1, 1:42.6. After him, it's going to be TRT Danny with a 1:41.6. Let's go back to see the final corner now. Alfie George sets pole. A 1:40.9 as TRTC comes across the line to slot into 5th position. A 1:41.9. I think that was VRT Lilly. Yeah, VRT Lilly's just set a lap as well. 1:41 flat, good enough for second at the moment. Hopefully he can improve his time. And then I think that was AMS Dean who's just crossed the line. Yeah, it was P4 at the moment, 1:41.3. Good pace from everyone so far. This is just insane times. I mean, right off the bat, we're barely into the session. We got a Renault, I think, coming to finish the lap. SD Tax goes 7th place with a 1:41.5, and then that's also a Williams coming towards the line. There's only 2 Williams on the grid, so it's got to be Smurfen's backed out of that one and he's coming to the pits. But yeah, here comes ABS Jarv towards the final corner to start his lap soon. I think there's an AlphaTauri getting away out of the way from people in the middle sector down at Pouillon. Hopefully there's no incidents going on there. But ABS Jarv starting his lap, one of the fastest guys in this league. DRS wide open into the first corner. Good deceleration, got the car completely under control. Alright, out of the source, coming down the hill towards Eau Rouge. Let's watch his line through here. Minimal movements of the wheel. Good job from him. Keeping the car nice and stable. DRS wide open. Coming down the Camo straight where there was really good overtaking last year in the real F1 race. Yeah, comes down through the middle sector. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer on the exit there. That won't have helped his time. Doesn't get as much over the curb as we've seen other drivers do. Didn't lock up into there. It was very good braking from him. Getting right over the curb there. Nearly invalidated. Yeah, he's invalidated his lap time. That's not what you want to be seeing. I think that's Kogoda. Yeah, Kogoda about to finish a lap. See where he goes. 11th place in a 142 flat. There's also another Renault coming up towards the line, coming into the pits, but there's also a Ferrari. VRT Lilly also into the pits. Let's get back on board with ABS Jarv as he comes through this final sector. I'm wondering if he does go for another lap because there's still probably quite a bit of pace in those tyres. The red-walled soft tyres, of course, he's got on at the moment. Number 24 in the Renault coming into the final chicane. Yeah, if he does pit, needs that new set to get the better lap times in. But I think Corey Marshall stayed out. Is he going for another lap? He might be. No, he's also coming to the pits. And there seems to be a small queue forming behind Mr. QBR20 Joris. Queue of about 4 cars behind him. Getting in the way of each other, giving each other dirty air. Obviously dirty air means that you won't get the downforce you need in corners. Less grip means less speed and higher lap time. Higher lap time is not what you want. Ooh, all of these guys coming into the pits then. Oh, doesn't look like it. There's a Williams. That's FRT FH444 who's just started a lap. I think his teammate De Smurfen behind is also going to be that, and he's actually going to pick up a little bit of slipstream from Mercedes cars coming through Eau Rouge and Radion now, which should help his lap time. He actually commentated over me on Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, he's going to get so much speed from that. Look at that, the Mercedes desperate to get out of the way because they don't want to give their rivals any kind of helping up the order. Sink Sam at the moment in 5th place with a 141.3, but his teammate FRA LMG has not actually set a lap yet. Both of them running together, maybe going to give each other a little bit of slipstream. I'm just wondering. Anyways, so I think there's next man to cross the line is going to be TRTC, but after him it's going to be Vapor Aid F1 looking to improve on his 142.6, the slowest time set in during this session. Here he comes out the final corner. Decent enough exit. I didn't see any issues with wobbly rear. I didn't see any of that. Coming down towards the first corner then. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Big lock-up going into there. Red Bull steering clearly out of the way there. Thought they were going to make contact for a second. The camera angle just made me think that. Look at the speed through Eau Rouge and Radion. Nearly 200 miles an hour in these cars. For those of you that don't follow Formula One that much, that's about just over double the speed limit on your average highway or motorway. Look at the speed through these corners. Bear in mind these are like 90-degree corners that you'd find in a town. I think someone's moved up the order. Yeah, that's De Smurfen, who's just made a huge jump up the order. I think there's a little bit of carnage going on at the final corner. Seems to have sorted itself out. But yeah, these cars are just extortionately fast, and look at them. They're just so quick in the corners. Every way. Just coming down the straight, he's just done 50 meters in a matter of seconds. Or just under a second, actually, I think. My maths are right. FRA LMG then coming down the Camel Straight on his lap. Just see where he brakes. Brakes. Oh, how does he brake so late there? It's just before the 50-meter board. That is insane speed from him as TRT Seed in the Racing Point. The pink little dot on our screen down at turn 1 has just gone P4. Good time from him, and I think we're getting some more times rolling in now. I think there's an Alpha Tauri also about to cross the line. That might be the pole sitter. Yeah, Mr. Alfie George goes 2 tenths faster, a 140.7. After him, though, it's going to be Corey Marshall. Corey Marshall crosses the line, can't improve. Just see no other drivers crossing the line at the moment. We've set laps. No, there's a McLaren coming, though. I think that might be TRT Danny. TRT Danny coming out the final corner. No, he's invalidated. Difficult with track limits, it seems to be. Oh, SV Tax coming out the final corner. Can he improve his time? Yes, he can. Oh, that's a great lap. Improves by 3.6 tenths of a second to go 4th place on the grid for this Belgian GP. I think Sink Sam's also just improved then. ABS Jarve puts his Renault up into 11th place. Good pace from him, showing that he has the pace in this league. This TRTC, the man who was in 4th, but just got dropped twice by SV Tax and Sink Sam, both setting times around a 10th or just under faster than him. The Dutch driver, he's usually quite good in the race though, so we could see a lot of gains from him just off, you know, being quick in the race and being able to conserve his tyres. No, the Red Bull that's coming across the line is going to be Omar Venom. The Omar Venom hasn't set a time yet. There's only 5 minutes left of the session, so he's really going to be pushed for time. I think that's... QBR20 Joris improves to 13th place. Good time from him. Battle for an Opinion then, coming out the final corner. DRS wide open, crosses the line, goes 7th place. Whoa! What a lap with the exact... Actually, he's got the exact same time as the man behind him, TRTC does. Busy Gorgon also sets a really, just a monstrosity of a lap. Really quick from all of these guys. Your average person on this game will probably do a 142, 143 around here, and you got these guys dipping into the 140s. I mean, obviously, the only man that's done that so far is Alfie George 9 in the Alpha Tauri, seeming to break Mr. VRT Lilly's stranglehold on the team, on the league. He's obviously leading the championship by quite a few points, I think. But if Alfie George can come back at him for the second half of the season, it's going to be a really interesting title fight. Can he catch up and beat the man in the scarlet red Ferrari? I think that's, yeah, that's Busy Gorgon. Is he going quickly? It looks like he's trying to... No, he's not using any ERS, he's just trying to get back to the pits quickly so that he can get a another time on the board. But there is a Red Bull coming up towards the line, and that Red Bull has the gamer tag OMR Venom 26. OMR Venom obviously extremely quick, but he's not using any ERS, so I'm thinking he's going to pit. That would make sense. QBR20 Joris then through the final corner. Also comes into pits. Ass. Is that? That's bad if on opinion, yeah. Probably also going to be coming into the pit. Comes into the final chicane. Yep. Turns towards the pits. Yeah, also Mr. Busy Gorgon. I think he's in low fuel mode. Obviously, you want to run these cars as light as possible, because the lighter you are, the faster you go. And he's on a 152 at the moment. Only, oh, look at that. Look at that gap between Omar Venom and himself. Literally 0.02 of a second. Human eye can't even comprehend the difference between those two times. And nothing, obviously, could comprehend the difference between Bad F1 Opinion and TRT Seeds times, because obviously they're the exact same, which is, I don't think I've actually seen that before on this esports trainers. There's a massive queue forming as people trying to get to the line, trying to get new laps in. We've got to go on board, I think, with TRT Danny, because he's going to be the first man to set a lap. As I think the Mercedes and the Ferrari in the background are also really, really close. FRLMG hasn't also set a lap yet, so he's really, really wanting to improve. He's going to have to improve. Just get a lap in, and that would be absolutely fine in my eyes. But TRT Danny then, on a lap now, coming down towards the line. Starting his lap, coming down towards the first corner, brakes nice and late. A little bit of a lock-up on the inside, but he's kept the car under control. And I think he might actually get some slipstream from his teammate in the other McLaren. Yeah, Busy Gorgon just ahead of him, coming through Eau Rouge and Radion. He's going to slow down for the Camel Straight so that his teammate can pick up a little bit of a tow. Car ahead, punching a hole in the air. He's not actually getting out of the way. This is terrible teamwork from the McLaren guys. Oh, he's going straight on. Hopefully he doesn't cause any kind of carnage ahead of TRT Danny. It will be distracting though, so hopefully that McLaren gets team orders to pull off of the track and out of the way, because I don't think he's actually got time to get towards the line and set another lap. So if I was him, I'd prioritise the team. So I think there's a little bit of bunching up going on down at the final corner. We'll spectate one of the Red Bulls just to see what's going on, and yeah, everyone's just clogged themselves up. Hopefully Danny won't be affected too much by this. Oh, he's going to try and give him the slipstream for the straight just before Blanchimont. Yeah, so slowed down now. Maybe that's where he was losing time, but yeah, he's definitely getting the slip from his teammate. Coming down the straight, punching a massive hole in the air. This will be improving his lap time by a lot. Busy Gorgon, though, doesn't have control of his car now. Oh, they're going to be close, coming into the back of each other, and he's actually going to be held up. Danny's going to be held up by Busy Gorgon's AI. That is not what you want to see. SV Tax then comes out of the final chicane towards the line. What time is it going to be? It's going to be a 1:40.8. Just missing out on pole. Sink Sam, next man's across the line, coming down into the final corner. He's 4/10 up on his time. This could be a potential pole position for the man in the Mercedes. Coming down at the final corner, DRS wide open, crosses the line. Oh, staggeringly close, but for second place, it's just not going to be. VRT Lily sets pole with a 1:40.6. I didn't see that. As I think FRALMG, oh, I think he might have invalidated his lap time again. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Alfie George can't improve. I think there's a Williams about to cross the line. Yeah, here he is. FRT FH444 goes 17th. Decent from him. Corey Marshall, I don't think he improved. QBR20 Joris. Oh, sorry, no, it's TRTC. TRTC didn't improve. MSD Dan also doing really nicely. Kagoda crosses the line. Only 16th for him today. QBR20 Joris, a little bit of a shaky exit coming out the final corner. 13th place for him on the grid. And that's V2X Combat and Bad F1 Opinion going side by side on the grid. But I think Bad F1 Opinion improved at the end. He might be inside the top 10. Yes, he's 11th. 11th place for the Haas man. All right, so let's go down the grid. Pole position for VRT Lily. Stranglehold clinching ever tighter on this esports league. Here we go. So that's a 1:40.7 for him. Also a 1:40.7, but just a little bit behind. 0.041 off pole was Mr. Alfie George 9. And then in third place, Sink Sam 2567 in the Mercedes AMG Petronas car on the softs. 1.5 tenths off pole. That's excruciatingly close. SV Tax in the Renault, only 1/100th of a second off the man ahead of him, so it could be a potential podium for him today. But yes, let's just wait for the loading while we fill the time between lights out and, well, now really see the cars on the grid in the left hand corner of the screen. I'm just going to wait for everyone to load in. Well, all right then. It's going to be, I've just been informed by other people that apparently this race is going to be a dry. It's going to start out dry, and then it's going to become rainy, and then it's going to become dry again. So these drivers are going to have to adapt really, really quickly between the conditions, and it should make some really nice racing. Hopefully there's no carnage, because carnage would not be good. That's not what we want to see. And sometimes it happens. So we're just going to hope that people can keep it on track. And I'm actually trying to get the Twitch chat open so I can see if you guys are actually saying anything. Feel free to talk in the Twitch chat. Of course, I'll be watching now. So if you've got any questions about the race, or you're just there for a chat, then don't hesitate to say hi. All right, so formation lap about to be underway. Yep, so here they go on pole position. BRT Lilly second. I think he was on pole position last time as well, actually. Yeah, this guy's just so quick in this league. Let's just put it on the right timings and stuff. Just a second. But yeah, alright, so running through the order as QBR20 and Vapor 8F1 have contact on the formation lap. That's not a good omen. VRT Lilly then on pole, second place Alfie George 9, third Sync Sam 2567, fourth SV Tax X, Corey Marshall in fifth, AMSD in sixth, Choco 7th, eighth Busy Gorgon, ninth RMR Venom, TRT Seed in 10th, 11th place Badafon Opinion, 12th DeSmurfen, and then his half teammate V2X Combat in 13th, 14th QBR20 Joris, 15th Vapor ADF1, both of them making contact on the formation lap, and that's ABS Jarv in the Renault, swarming up his tyres a little bit. He's on the mediums for the start of this race. I might get the tyre data open. It seems we've got some alternate strategies going on. 17th place TRT Danny, he's starting on the mediums. So is Kagoda, FRT FH444, and in last place FRA LMG, arguably one of the fastest guys in this league. Hasn't had much luck lately. Did win in Zandvoort and nearly won in Hungary. But yeah, he's also on the medium tyre. Everyone from pretty much 11th downwards, excluding DeSmurfen, is on the medium tyre for the start of this race. This could be very interesting because I'm going to be watching Mr. DeSmurfen on the start because he'll be very, very quick right off the bat, because he's obviously on the fastest tyres and everyone else behind him is on much slower tyres. QBR20 Joris's tyres, and same for Vapor ADF1. His tyres will also be quite cold. So I reckon if DeSmurfen gets a good start and extends that stint on the soft tyres, he can be in for a pretty good points finish today. Providing, of course, he doesn't make any stupid mistakes. Alright then, so coming through the final corner now is Mr. BRT Lilly, the man on pole. Coming out the final corner, coming towards the grid. He's about to find his grid spot and get ready, prep himself mentally for the start of the race. Obviously starting on the inside when you're on pole at this track. Side by side with him, he's got Alfie George 9, who will be hoping to get a really nice start and swing it around the outside down at the first corner. Let me get all the data back open again. Alright, here we go. The lights are on. The revs are rising. And it's lights out in Belgium coming down towards the first corner. I think he's made a great start. Yeah, that's Corey Marshall in the background making a really nice start. Gaining positions into the first corner, but BRT Lilly keeps his stranglehold on the race. And I think there's a little bit of carnage at the back. But LY, Choco and Corey Marshall going side by side into Eau Rouge. There's a little bit of time glitch, so don't worry about that. These are the top four at the moment. I think there's a little bit of overtaking going on at the back. Yeah, that's bad F1 opinion. Practically pushing TRTC along down the straight. He's backing off slightly into that corner though. B2X Combat behind looks to be attacking on Mr. Busy Gorgon. Busy Gorgon does leave him space, but I think there's a little bit of side-by-side action going on at the back. Yeah, that's TRT Danny going side by side, and Busy Gorgon's off into the gravel. That's not what we want to see. Oh, the Smurfman's going side by side with B2X Combat, coming into No Name. Can he get ahead? No, he's going to be swept on the inside curve, and there's contact ahead. OMR Benham. I think that's damage. Yeah, that's damage on his front wing coming down to the corner. That's not what you want to see. He's let his Red Bull teammate pass, but TRT Danny going side by side with the Smurf, and TRT Danny with a great start. Coming down into this corner, sends it around the outside. Massive block up from the guys ahead. He's right on the back. Oh no, he's made a mistake. He's held it though. Excellent driving there. Kagoda also under attack, on the attack on the Smurf, and the Smurf not making the best of starts, but he's going to have a massive run down here. TRT Danny already alongside and past Sink Sam. Sink Sam had damage there, so that would have made it a little bit easier for him. Covering off the Red Bull around the outside. Red Bull really is going to send it into this corner. Can he get the move on TRT Danny as well? No, the Smurfen's made an excellent dive around the outside. And he's put himself back into 9th position as Kagoda gets a little bit squirmy on the exit of that corner. It's all relatively calm at the front of the race. But Bad F1 Opinion is right on the back of his teammate. B2X Combat feeling the pressure now, coming down the straight towards Eau Rouge. Look how close they are. It's going to be, he's going to have to make a DRS assisted pass. Here we go. Is DRS open? No, DRS is not open yet. Oh, Alfie George 9 under attack from Corey Marshall. Corey Marshall gets ahead before the corner. So good from him. F4ALMG also up from last position, overtaking Kagoda, I think that was. Yeah, he's ahead of his teammate. He's now gained 10 positions in this race. Great driving from the British driver, and it's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. It's ABS Jarv and AMS Dan might have left the lobby. That's not what you want to see. But F4ALMG still on the attack, looking for those positions, and he's just under 4 tenths behind the man ahead in the Williams. The Smurfen 4220 takes a little bit of a look down the inside there, but can't really show his pace. Yeah, Vaporator 1 just got sent offline. Has he got damage? Yes, he's got a little bit of end plate damage. That'll be really damaging his time. And probably his tyres, actually. You get quite a bit of slip through these corners. Vaporator 1 just really not feeling it today. F4LMG going side by side with the Smurfen. He's got a head coming down to the corner, but will the Smurfen come back at him? Surely, because he's got the pace. Looks towards the inside, doesn't make the move. He's got it all under control as F4ALMG. And I think we're beginning to settle down into this kind of calm spot in the race. F4LMG also making a lot of gains. Let's just show you that. See it on the screen. As I think that's Vaporator 1 pits for a new front wing. He's made 11 places gain, and so is TRT Danny, but they're both on the medium tyre. So this strategy could be huge. They could still be in contention for even maybe a podium or even maybe the win, to be honest. It's just that close. But FRT, FH444 going around the outside of Kagoda. They're going side by side through here. Doesn't leave him in the room. Kagoda's going to go back up the inside. He's going to try and hold it around the outside on the exit, but can't do it at this stage. Massive lock-up from the medium runner coming down into that corner. Obviously a difficult corner, Titans. But F4ALMG is still on the attack. The man just can't get enough of this overtaking. TRT Danny's his target this time, coming down. He's the exact same gap again, so surely you'd think he'd get him on the straight. Coming down towards the bus stop chicaning Blanchimont. I think that's Kagoda's just got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the track. Obviously, if you cut the track too many times, you will get 3 seconds added on to your race time from the race director. And there's a safety car as someone's crashed. I think that might be De Smurfen. De Smurfen's had a nightmare in the middle sector. Yeah, you can see he's just gone off at the barriers. He'll be screaming his head off. Oh, that's so painful to see. Safety car then. This could really shake things up for the race. So everyone in the top 4 has pitted. And so has V2X Combat. We're just watching DRT Lilly put on a new set of tyres. The Scarlet Red Ferrari in the pits. There's actually quite a few people in the pits. I think FRA LMG is also in the pits, put on a set of hards, aiming to go long on this stint, but it's Banner Corner Opinion who will lead the safety car restart. I don't know if he's still going to come in pit. I don't know. I don't think he would do that. Doesn't really make much sense to me. TRT Danny behind in third, in second place, sorry. And then in third, FRT FH444 behind him. QBR20 Joris, 5th place, the man with the net lead at the moment. BRT Lilly on the medium tyres, just pitted for the medium tyres. So should have a slight advantage over the guys ahead when it comes to the restart. I would have argued though, we're only on lap 4, he could have actually pitted for a hard tyre, extended his stint to the right time, but also getting a pit stop in, because if later in the race, when we have the rain, which I've been told there will be, but it doesn't look like it because there's quite a bit of sun coming out. I reckon some of these marshals are getting a lovely suntan from the beautiful sunshine down in Stavelot, Belgium. They're all just lining up behind the safety car. And the man in last, after making a pretty big mistake in the lap 1 after getting on the gravel, Mr. Busy Gorgon, Tier 2 championship leader at the moment. So it just shows you the difference between the tiers. He could be so much further up, I think. But obviously made a mistake, and that's how close it is in F1. You make one mistake, you lose that many positions. I mean, he's been given a big chance here to catch up to everyone, but I think he's trying to keep the safety car out. I'm not sure what he's really doing. He's very far off the back of people, but the safety car, I'm assuming, will still come in to the pits this lap. Doesn't look like it though, because we haven't been given the message from race control. Michael Massey, obviously, a little bit sleepy today. But yeah, I wouldn't think it would come in now. So we're going to be out for another lap of safety car. And I'm going to quickly invite Mr. AMS Dan. Hopefully he's still there. Sorry for the pause in the racing. Yeah, so still on the safety car, Busy Gorgon opting to pit for a fresh set of tyres. Interesting call from the McLaren driver. Interesting, very interesting. Let's just watch this pit stop then. Good pit stop from the McLaren crew. Comes about out onto the track. Yeah, get off that because he's got a little bit of a sound glitch. Rev limiter going off like mad. Mr. FRA LMG then down in 11th place. The guy he's stormed along on this restart. Started on last, and he's gained 9 positions, I think, and he's got the Ferrari man ahead of him, Mr. Corey Marshall, and hopefully the Mercedes guys can work together on this one to keep them under control, because in many other tiers, Ferrari have been causing quite a bit of havoc. They work really, really well together. And it's something that's good to see, but it's also something you don't want to see. So I think there's been a little bit of illegal overtaking going on between Sink Sam and Omar Venom. No penalties from that though. The only man with a penalty at the moment, speaking of penalties, is Mr. Kagoda. I think he's only got 3 seconds. So relatively clean racing going on at the moment, and it's really nice to see. Obviously Smurfin only dropping it in the barrier with a small mistake, and you'd think the safety car would be in this lap, lap 5 of 22, of course. Plenty of racing still to come. Hopefully a little bit of rain, I've been told. We're gonna sit on board, actually no, probably not on board. We're gonna sit from the cameras with Mr. Bad F1 Opinion, who will be leading this restart as we get the message from race control that the safety car, that little grey thing, is going into the pits this lap, and we will be underway with the racing very, very soon. So just keep your eyes peeled, because if Mr. Bad F1 Opinion puts that throttle down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, the little green line, if he puts that down, you'll see, and everyone will react to it, and we'll be back underway for the Belgian GP. He's probably going to do it out of the final corner though, I would have thought. So we're just going to watch for his throttle input. The green line in the bottom corner. Let's just see. He's putting the power down nicely. He's gone wide so to get a better exit. And yeah, that's how you do it on the restart. VRT Lily really close to the back of QBR20. Joris doesn't send it down the inside on this lap. But he'll definitely have the opportunity coming down the straight here. But FRT, FH444 is really close at the back of TRT Danny. Can he get him down the straight just because of the pure speed that you get by being behind another car? But VRT Lily behind's going side by side with QBR20 Joris coming down the Kemmel straight. He's going to be ahead before the corner, surely. Good driving from Mr. VRT Lily. Intelligent overtaking from the Mancunian man. Corey Marshall, 2 tenths off the back of V2X Combat. Both of these cars Ferrari powered. Both got Ferrari engines in the back, so really quick beasts on the track. He's really close, but you can't really do any overtaking in this sector because it's just so tight and twisty. We're going to have to wait for a straight to see some overtaking. But I think Alfie George is looking extremely racy on the back of QBR20 Joris. QBR20 Joris, the first one that will be overtaken on the medium tyres, obviously hasn't pitted since the start of this race. And he's going to get overtaken this lap surely by the AlphaTauri man, the man in 6th place, Alfie George 9. Yet overtaking Avels, coming down towards Blanchimont, and he's going to be passed him way before the corner. Straight line speed of that AlphaTauri just proving too powerful for QBR20 Joris. Coming down into the corner, no battling, but I think behind Mr. FRA LMG needs to get a bit of a move on, because otherwise he's going to be a little bit overtaking at the back. I think that's Choco. Sorry, no, there's a little bit of a timing glitch. We're going to ignore that. AMS Dan obviously back in the race now, but ABS Sharp presented with a huge opportunity to make the overtake here. Could be his chance, but no, I don't think he's going to be close enough on this specific occasion. Sync Sam though, side by side with Kagoda, the Red Bull, side by side coming down into the corner. The Mercedes, can he do it? Kagoda's going to try and hang it around the outside, but the Mercedes has the grip. And Sync Sam's got it done with a sensational move down the inside. Excellent driving from him there, as I think Omar Venom just having a little look on his Red Bull teammate. The Red Bull family also getting involved in Mr. AlphaTauri. Choco looking really racy, but VRT Lily, the man on the net lead of this race, is he going to be overtaking this lap? Yeah, I think FRT HFH4 has made a little bit of a mistake coming through there in the middle sector, so I think this might be a viable opportunity for VRT Lily to get the overtake done. He's got the overtake open, and yes, he's got past him. Clean between those two. Good to see. V2X Combat though is on the attack, and TRTC is going to be feeling the wrath very, very soon. He's going to send it up the inside into the bus stop chicane. Switches late, but can't get the move done. Just can't brake that much later than the guy ahead of him. I think Choco. Oh, Kagoda. I think Kagoda's had an issue. in maybe letting past his teammate. I'm not sure what's really happened there, but I know that something for sure. He is not happy with the balance of that car. He hasn't been quick all week. And here we go. I think that's a little bit of rain falling on the track. Alfie George going side by side with FRT, FH4 coming down towards the corner. And he's surely going to be ahead. Easily got that move done. But it's going to be even more difficult for these guys out on track now because BRC Lilly is on the same tyres as everyone else. So I think that's Corey Marshall. Corey Marshall's disconnected. I'll have to invite him back really quickly before he gets overtaken by too many. Oh, he's been overtaken by both Red Bulls and an Alpha now. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Corey Marshall, I really hope I'm not missing any racing. Corey Marshall, come on, take the invite. There we go. So, thank God I haven't missed anything. Let's go. But yeah, it's going to be a very close one here because the guys ahead on the mediums have been saved by these conditions. Because that means that all these tyres are now bad. But no one will pit this lap. I don't think anyone is going to pit this lap for any new tyres. Yeah, you can just see the amount of understeer and a little bit of oversteer on the exit that these guys are going to be getting over the next few laps. TRT Danny actually looked quite quick there, closing down on the lead briefly. V2X Combat then, still right on the back of Mr. TRT Seeds. He still hasn't made the overtake. I would have thought he'd had it done by now. But that's an opportunity there. TRT Seed made a little bit of a slide on the exit out of La Source, coming down through Eau Rouge and Radion. He's got to be overtaken enabled. Can he get the move done? DRS wide open for both of these drivers. So it's just going to be down to slipstreamers. I think that was a move for the lead. Yeah, Bad F1 Opinion's been overtaken by TRT Danny for the lead of this race. Sorry, I didn't see that. That's a little bit of a timing glitch through there. But, oh, BRC Lilly coming down the inside of Bad F1 Opinion. He's got to watch out. Very, very close at the back there. Oh, it's unbelievable. They're still going side by side. There they go, coming down towards Prawn. Is he going to stay with him? No, he just has to concede. Coming down through there. What a battle between these guys. No! FRA LMG is off the track. He's made a mistake. Coming down this out corner. That had to be a lockup of some kind. I know this guy runs 0 assists. But that is insane, man. That's not what you want to be doing right now in this race. But I think the closest gap in the field is, yeah, these two here. As I think that's AMS Dan's just not finding the grip anywhere on the track. And it's really showing. It's not what you want to be happening. And look how slow they're going. Only 180 miles an hour that time. And there's a safety car. I think someone's pitted, crashed. That's Vaporade F1. Yeah, he went onto the inter tyres, the intermediates, too early, and then ended up losing it into the barriers. Oh, Alfie George nearly puts it in the wall down there. I think everyone's about to just come in. Let's just see this from the point of view of these guys. Wait, let me get someone who's still out on track so we can get, you know. Yeah, pretty much everyone's come in apart from Busy Gorgon, who's felt that he doesn't need to. Oh no! FRA LMG's just missed the pit entry. That's not what you want to do. That is not what you want to do at all. I think Busy Gorgon maybe wants to pit later than his teammate because he thinks that the safety car is going to be out for a while, which is an interesting strategy, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's the best way to go about it. I'm just going to quickly check Discord because I think I've been sent a message. See, because I don't actually have a co-commentator right now, which would be useful, which would be very useful, but obviously I don't. Okay, so I've been told by Tony to not look around on TCAM and to use broadcast cam more, or just leave the TCAM. Okay, thank you for the input, Mr. Tony Sun. I didn't know it was annoying people, so I apologise for that on my part. But then, under safety car, we've still got people at the back trying to catch up. Mr. F4LMG, I don't think he changed his tyres, so he's staying out on those mediums at the moment. Maybe they think the rain is going to clear, or be at least good enough, so that when the safety car ends, they can stay out on those mediums and just go for as long as humanly possible. And I think that would be a viable explanation, but obviously from the commentary box, I don't know when the rain's going to finish, so I can't really give you an update on that until the rain goes. Obviously you'll see it on screen, but it'll take a while for the track to dry. Anyway, so lap 10 of this Belgian GP. Leading the race is TRT Danny, second place VRT Lily, third Bad F1 Opinion, fourth Alfie George 9, fifth Busy Gorgon, sixth FRT FH4, seventh SV Taxex, 8th QBR20 Joris, 9th V2X Combat. And I think there's a little bit of illegal overtaking going on down into the first corner, boys. Calm down. You'll get to fight, just give it a second. Mr. FRALMG's trying to sort himself out. Just, you know, patience, lads. But yeah, Sink Sam in 10th. TRT Danny down in... TRT Seed, sorry, down in 11th. Omar Venom, 12th. ABS Job, 13th. 14th, Kagoda, 15th. Corey Marshall, 16th. YI Chucky, 17th. AMS Dan, 18th. Mr. FRALMG, who I think is going to be pitting for the mediums for some reason. Obviously, I think he's trying to, you know, stall the safety car for as long as possible, so that he can, you know, make an advantage of the fact that everyone else is pitted, but he hasn't. But I don't quite see the point in doing that, to be completely honest with you. The mediums are not going to be fast at all. Look, you can see he's had to lift off through Eau Rouge, which would normally be flat in dry conditions. Sorry. Yeah, excuse me. Coming down the straight, he looks to be quite planted, but obviously in the corners, look how slow he is compared to some of the other guys that we saw earlier on, who are on the intermediate tyres. But yeah, race will be underway, I think, maybe 2 laps time. But Mr. What's it called? FRALMG definitely needs to catch up, because this is ruining the stream for me. I want to talk about racing and overtaking and all that stuff that goes on, but this guy's just, look at him, trundling along in a black Mercedes on the completely wrong tyres for the conditions. He's doing okay, but I think he's actually, yeah, I mean, with that grip that he's just shown there, he needs to be off of these tyres, really. It's not helping him. Because look, he just got on the power even so slightly, and he's lost it at the exit of the corner, where you put the power down like that and expect full grip, and just the car would normally stick. Quick update then on the penalty situation, so I think everyone's actually coming in for a set of softs for Busy Gorgon. Let's see anyone else on different tyres, but yeah, 7th, 10th and 12th all have 3 second time penalties. Yeah, so I think a few people just pitted for the dry tyres. Maybe they think the rain's going to pass. They've been looking at the data that they've been getting and thinking, you know what, I can put it on, I can get myself on these dry tyres and take them, not to the flag, or maybe to the flag. I don't know. Busy Gorgon might struggle with that, but the medium runners will be able to. It's gonna be a very interesting, you know, strategy side of things when we get towards the restart in this race. Mr. TRT Danny will of course be leading that in his orange papaya McLaren. Behind him, VRT Lily. Third place is going to be Bad F1 Opinion. And at the moment, safety car looks like it will be coming in this lap because YI Choco looks like he's caught up right to the back of Mr. F-Ray LMG, although V2X Combat is unnecessarily slowing under safety car, so we might not get it coming in. Just stay wary because the safety car sometimes doesn't come in when you'd like it to. I'm just gonna quickly put my camera where I think there's gonna be a lot of racing going on, so that I can easily just, you know, switch to that if need be. But any messages from race control? We should get it around now. Yep, here we are. The race control has just said safety car will be in this lap. So just watch Mr. TRT Danny lead the race restart. All of these guys behind him, from 2nd place to 13th place, I assume will be coming in this lap for a fresh set of the dry tyres. Probably softs, I would assume. But that's going to promote even the guys down in 17th to like 5th. It's going to be really good here. But yeah, TRT Danny keeping his tyres nice and warm, backing up the pack, ready to get himself underway again for racing in Belgium. Let's just watch him. Watch the throttle. Remember last time, watch the throttle in the bottom corner. You can see, and he brakes to the corner, and he's getting on the power. Oh, he's had a little bit of a slide. Oh, and he's spun it. TRT Danny has spun, and he's ghosted, and he's going to have to go into the pits this lap. Oh, that's not what he wanted. Sink Sam's decided to stay out for some reason. Maybe he thinks there might still be a little bit of pace left on those inter tyres, but it doesn't look like it. He's not got any grip out there on the track. So that puts the net lead of the race in the way of Mr. Busy Gorgon, who started a lot further back down the grid, and he's going to be gaining a huge amount now on the guys ahead. Although actually no, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, he is on the straight, to be honest. But yeah, AMS Dan then, can he be looking to make the move down the inside into this corner? Only 1/10 and a bit separate them, but FRA-LMG going side by side with V2X Combat. V2X Combat does cover him off though. Coming down to the corner, that's really good defending from V2X Combat. V2X Combat, oh, the defence was just so good. Just put his car exactly where it needed to be. FRA-LMG got no pace though. Oh, I think he's coming back at him. Doesn't look like it actually. Sorry, my mistake. Oh, Busy Gorgon already going side by side with the man in P2, Kagoda. And he's up into 2nd place in this race. If Tier 2 driver wins Tier 1, I will be so surprised. Actually, no, I won't, because he's just so close. AMS Dan then sends it past Kagoda into that corner. V2X Combat going to be slightly held up. Oh, and he spun. V2X Combat spun it. That is not what you want to see as Busy Gorgon gets past the Mercedes of Sink Sam. Sink Sam though coming back at him on the green stripe tyre, the Inters. Oh, just not got any grip coming through Blanchimont. Will he send it up the inside though? No, he can't. He just can't do it. AMS Dan has just appeared around the outside. And, oh, there's a little bit of contact, but we can ignore that because that's just racing. Comes into the pits then, both of them, FRA-LMG, AMS Dan and Busy Gorgon on the podium for this race. I was not expecting that. Mr. FRA-LMG started P20, last place. And now he's in contention for a podium. I did say this earlier on in the race. I predicted them to be a lot further up the grid, but I wasn't expecting this. I was just thinking it might happen, but it may not. As I think that's that's OMR Venom and SV Tax going side by side through Eau Rouge. This is sensational stuff. They're still going side by side on the Kendall Straight. We're going to go on board with Mr. SD Tax X coming down. No, OMR Venom has just got ahead before the corner. maybe running a little less drag on that Red Bull. Insane battling going on in this race. Just, I can't believe it. This might be some of the best battling I've ever seen in a Tier 1 race. Hope you guys are enjoying it, all 16 viewers who are watching. But yeah, no real battles going on at the moment, apart from this lot. We're going to spectate Mr. Omar Benham, because he's just got inside the 0.3 second margin that I think you need to overtake a car ahead. Although he's under pressure a little bit from SV Tax behind, who's done 3/10 up on his fastest sector for the entire race. What a time, let's go. And I didn't realise, but Mr. TRT Danny is also pitted. Busy Gorgon, fastest lap then. Extreme pace from the man in the McLaren. DRS is enabled this lap. That should help the likes of Omar Venom to overtake the guy ahead of him. Yeah, look how close he is. The Red Bull just shadowing the Haas at every single turn. Coming down then towards Eau Rouge. And took that apex nicely. Coming back up the hill. A lot of G's experienced by the drivers here. I think there's a huge battle going on at the back. And yeah, that's TRT Danny going side by side with QBR20 Joris. Here comes Corey Marshall though. I think they were about to go 3 wide then. Too much speed. So that's fastest middle sector in the process. Good from Corey Marshall. Opportunistic driving from him there. Alfie George, I think, just got overtaken by VRT Lilly, the man I was expecting to actually win this race still. But he has 5 seconds. That'll be for contact under safety car or spinning. Sorry, not spinning. Speeding into the pits. So it could still be a very interesting finish if you take into account the penalties. YL Choco is 2.8 off the back of FRA LMG. So he is 2/10 away from getting his first podium in ABS on his debut as well. That just makes it even better for this driver. What nationality is him? Because if he gets the podium, I kind of want to see. He's British as well, so it's going to be a British battle until the end. The real battles at the moment. I think there's a DRS training forming in the midfield. B2X Combat can't get past FRT FH4, but I think he's gaining quite a bit as they both lock up going into La Source. Anyway, coming down the straight for Eau Rouge. You can't really do anything there unless you're, just like a car length behind on the exit of the corner. But look at the run he's got out onto the Camel Straight. He's going side by side with FRT FH4. Coming down into the corner, keeps it ahead down the inside. What a move from B2X Combat, putting in his Haas ahead of the Williams. And Omar Benham going for another opportunistic lunge down the inside. Massive lockup from FRT FH4, and I think he's going to get attacked again by SB Tax coming down into Pouon. That's not what you want to see if you're Williams team principal. One driver out, and the only other driver who's actually racing in the points, but only just, and it's only 4/10 behind between the two. This is just insane stuff from the guys. Yeah, SV Tax all over the back of that Williams. Only 3/10 in it between the two. Sync Sam's had an issue at the back, and I think that's VRT Lilly's just been overtaken by Alfie George. Sorry if I missed that. But can he come back at him next lap? I'm going to watch this because VRT Lilly has the pace. They're both on the soft tyres, the red striped tyres. So this is going to go right down to the end for P6. But I think it's fair to say that Busy Gorgon, the Tier 2 driver, has this race completely under wraps. Yeah, so VRT Lilly coming down into Eau Rouge, really, really close behind. Look at the pace he's got through there. Ooh, I think Alfie George ahead has a 62% ERS, but it doesn't matter. The DRS is on, and he's going side by side. Coming down into this corner, Alfie George just can't defend from the scarlet red Ferrari, pulling alongside and then overtaking the AlphaTauri. Italian team versus Italian team. This is just great stuff between the guys. And I don't think there's much battle going on, apart from SV Tax and FRT FH4, because there is only 2 tenths in it between these guys, and this is for points positions. So it's just so close, and the racing is just so good that you can't keep up with it. And the battle between Alfie George and VRT Lilly's increasing, continuing, sorry. So let's just see. He doesn't look to be close enough to make an overtake, but I'm gonna get my camera on him in case he does need to get a move. Oh, SV Tax with a massive slide coming out of that corner. That's not what he wants. If he's trying to overtake, then the TRT Danny coming down onto the back of him now, right now, pushing him along down the straight. Look how close it is between these two. But Alfie George ahead. Can he send it down the inside of VRT Lilly? Doesn't look like it. No, he's just too far back on this occasion. And I've got a special guest in the party. Hello, Mr. Christian Barber. How are you doing today? You alright? The race is about to finish, mate. 18 out of 22. Yeah, we're good. Alfie George then. Alfie George going side by side with VRT Lilly. Does get the move done. Just with speed, pure speed of the AlphaTauri. Just, you can't defend on the Kemmel Straight. Also, I think there's a really big battle going on behind, and I need to get to it, although my cam skills aren't that good. TRT Danny getting a little bit out of shape there, going into the middle sector. That's not what he wants at all. Oh, and he's made a little bit of a gap wide enough for Mr. SV Tax. He's still only 2 tenths behind, so this is going to go right down to the wire between these two. Oh, so close. Corey Marshall also getting involved under 3 tenths behind. SV Tax really needs to defend these positions now to get 12th place. This is. Huh? I'll invite you. Sorry. Give me a sec. Didn't realise. There you go. Oh, look how close he is. 1/10 in it, coming down towards Blanchimont, but SV Tax is pulling away somehow. TRT Danny's got to watch out, but yeah, I think Corey Marshall's going to get him on the next straight. Yeah, stick behind for this corner and then blast off all of that ERS just to get past him. It's still so close between everyone, and it's lap 19 out of 22. Busy Gorgon leads, then it's AMS Dan. Oh, TRT Danny sent it down the inside of FRT FH4. What a move from him down into the source. Right, so coming down the straight, it's going to be, there's only like 3 tenths covering 10th, 11th and 12th. Look how close they are. It's surely going to be 3 wide coming down into the next corner. FRT FH4, really close. He's going to have to send it around the outside of TRT Danny. TRT Danny tries for the switchback, can't do it. Oh, look at the pace he's got out of that corner. And he's going to have to send it down the inside here. Can he do it? Oh, FRT FH4 has locked up, but he's still hanging it around the outside. What an overtaking. Oh, this is so close. But TRT Danny sticks it ahead as, yeah, Joris the line. Sorry, QBR20 Joris has just gone off the track. Corey Marshall, though, also getting involved. This battle for points is just huge. But there's a VSC. Who's that? Oh, it's Giles. Oh, that's hot, mate. Yeah, I know. I kind of like it. Yeah, I know. I like TCAM. I like being on board with the drivers. Yeah, I will. But yeah, just watching. It's been really good actually. It's been really good. It's been very enjoyable. QBR20 Drives has another drive-through. Mad. Yeah, it's a good scoring. Oh, Corey Marshall goes into the back of SV Tax. Oh, that's lost his front wing end plate. Right on the... Oh, that's put him out of the battle completely. That's not... Ferrari have had a nightmare today. And I love it. And he just made a really bad strategy call. The FRT, FH4 going side by side. Just gets a little bit cut off by Danny. Danny, better pace. Just through the middle sector, it does seem. So hopefully he can hold on to get points for the McLaren team. The only other McLaren on the grid then, in first place. Busy Gorgon. Strategy supreme. I kid you not, the guy was last a few laps ago. It's just... Oh, Corey Marshall's retired. Yeah, I think he did crash. Yeah, I think he lost it on the exit of Puon. That's something you really don't want to do. Yeah, that's true. FRT FH4 though, around 2 tenths behind TRT Danny, and we're coming on to the lap 21 of 22. So could there be a battle for points going on? Obviously there is battle going for points. Oh! He might have just let him past. But now he's gone under attack from... Yeah, he's under attack from SV Tax. Made a big mistake there, but... Oh, yeah. Very reminiscent. I'm not in T-Cam, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm not, look at the screen, man. Oh well. It's been a really good race for FRA LMG. The guy started last. Yeah. Yeah, YL Chocky then. Oh geez, there's a huge battle going on for the lead. What am I doing? Yeah, Busy Gorgon's just let him past. AMS Dan in the lead of the race at the moment. This is not what Busy Gorgon wanted. Maybe he's made a mistake down into the sector. Oh. Yeah, but Dan, they both had the same amount of BRS. It's going to be close. It's going to be so close. Also, oh, has he bottled the win? He's going to have to send it. Oh, just can't do it. He's just lost the time. That's... Something we should also talk about is Mr. FRA LMG, who was about 3.3 ahead of YL Chocky with a 3-second time penalty, but now because of the dirty air has been dropped to 2.4 seconds ahead. So that might be the podium chances for FRA LMG gone on the final lap of the race. It's been heartbreak for the British drivers, say Busy Gorgon and FRA LMG, but AMS Dan just coming out of nowhere to... Yeah, this is his debut. So it's a debut podium for Choco and a debut win for AMS Dan, and Tier 2 have put themselves in P2. So coming across the line now, it's going to be AMS Dan to win the Belgian GP round 13 of the Tier 1 Championship in ABS. Oh, but what's happened? I think he's got a time penalty. Yeah, he's had a time penalty. I've never seen that glitch before. I've never seen that glitch before. Did he get a penalty? Yeah, it's got to be a glitch. Oh well. Anyways, so AMS Dan wins the race. If you could just invite people to the party for me, that'd be great. Oh, driver of the day, very rightly, Mr. FRA LMG started P20 and made the charge up to P3. That's a 17 place gain or position gain in this race. But as things stand at the moment, I think he's P4 because of the glitch. But obviously the game has awarded him P3. Not sure what's happened there. That was such a great race. I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, AMS Dan, then that's got to be a glitch because it's not coming up with any penalties for him. P6 to the win. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, honestly, what is that after you move them down? P3 and P5 for them. That is just so good. I apologise for getting P4 then in Singapore. There were no other teams. I swear, there were no other teams. Nah. I don't really care who I drive for, as long as it's fun. Oh, why not? It was a good race. Oh, I enjoyed that. I don't think... Oh, jeez. You're right.
What? It wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Nathan. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Nathan. It will be P2. There was a glitch involving AMS Dan. So, well done for that, though. I mean, where did you start again?
Go away, Nathan.
P8. Well, Chris.
P8 to P1. What a drive.
P2.
What a drive. Oh, yeah, P2, sorry, because obviously glitch. Unlucky with that, though. Did you? I thought you made a little bit of a mistake in the first. I think it was 2 stints.
Not really. I was just kind of slow and bad. Nothing. I had a TT set up and I hadn't done any practice, so it was never really hopeful for my pace at the start. I just kind of scammed it under the safety car with strategy. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously got the jump on everyone else. I think there was like 11 people that pitted ahead of you, and that promoted you to, I think, first place. That was a really good. It was very interesting to see that on the strategy side of things, but there was also a lot of overtaking, so I enjoyed that a lot. But I think it's only fair now that we speak. Wait, actually, Christian, do you have any questions for Busy Gorgon?
Other than that he's gay, no.
I can't believe you said that on the stream, you know. That is a violation.
Yeah,
They can't hear me apparently, so I can say what I want.
Fuming.
AMS Dan, then. Well done on your debut win in ABS today. What a race from you. Where did you start? I think you started 6th.
Yeah, 6th.
Good. Honestly, I saw you doing some pretty nice overtaking on Mr. Busy Gorgon. I think he might have tried letting you pass to get a little bit of DRS, But
Yeah.
really close at the end. Well done to you for that.
No, thank you. Yeah, I thought so too, that he was letting me by, but I saw his red light flashing, so yeah, I was just risking it.
Yeah, that was it was a good move from you, and I mean it got you the win, so it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
But I think that's the race stream over. I'm just going to quickly display the winning car, which was the Alfa Romeo of Mr.
AMS Dan.
AMS Dan. Yeah. I'm getting to it.
I thought you'd forgotten his name.
It's fine, don't worry.
Dan, you are going.
Yeah, it was a good race. Yeah, obviously. I'm gonna give that a rating out of 10, and I think because I enjoyed it so much, I'm gonna give that a solid 7, solid 8. I just thought
it goes
there was a lot of
drastically down
overtaking
because I
going
wasn't
on.
able to commentate most of it.
Oh yeah, it was like a 1 because Christian wasn't able to commentate.
Yeah.
But yeah, good race, and everyone was very clean. So I think with that, we're going to end the stream. And
thank you all for watching ABS Tier 1. We'll see you next week when ABS returns. Goodbye.
I'm not done. I was going to say end the stream, but before that, I would like to remind you that tomorrow at 5 PM we have Tier 2, where Busy Gorgon will hopefully be able to take the win once again.
I have a quali ban, so no chance.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
where were you in this race? You were like last at one point, and you came back to nearly win. So I don't think quali means anything around this track, especially with mixed conditions. Anyways, so and then after that, Tier 3 on Sunday at 7, and then on Monday at I think 6:30 we have Tier 4. And then on Tuesday at 5 we have I think F2 for the first time in ABS for a very long time. I was going to say for a while. Could you just let me finish sometimes, please?
First time in a week. Not really a while.
What, did we race last week?
Yep.
Oh, I don't think we did. Oh
Idiot.
well. Alright, with that then, we're going to end the stream here, and Christian do the outro thingy, because...
Thank you all for watching ABS Tier 1. We'll see you next week when ABS returns. We'll also see you tomorrow for Tier 2 when this gay kid at the party, Busy Gorgon, bottles it. So yeah, we'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
That was the gayest